هلو جايز الفيديو اللي بالانجلش تحياتي الفيديو التالي بالانجليزي الفيديو باللغه العربيه تجدون الرابط في الوصف اسفل هذا الفيديو. In this tutorial guys we're gonna code together a messenger chat bot. We're gonna create a developer account on Facebook, connect our application to our web hosting, and then we're gonna test all the chat commands together. Before we go, don't forget to like this video, share with your friends. If you have any question, as always, leave it down below in comments. I will be glad to answer it, and if it requires to create a new tutorial for you guys, I will be happy to do. So don't forget to visit my channel, check the playlist. There is an English playlist that contains English tutorials. If you like them, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's go.
A Palestinian developer named Shreateh.
Shreateh is information technology specialist.
Shreateh سيكون معنا عبر سكايب.
Security researcher Shreateh.
Systems information pro from Palestine. Maria, I spoke to hacker Shreateh, Palestinian programmer
Shreateh.
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 This is what Khalil did. Khalil is a Palestinian hacker from the West Bank.
من فلسطين الفائز خليل شريطة.
Hello again guys. So how does a chatbot or messenger chatbot works? As you see here in this picture, you are a user, you use a messenger on your smartphone or on your PC. Once you send a message to a Facebook page, a chatbot will connect or will forward your message to web hosting, which is owned by a person, not for Facebook, and this web hosting will deal with your request and then will give you back will send back to Facebook the data, and Facebook will forward the data to your smartphone or to your chat, even if you are a smartphone or even if you are on PC. You should know that for a web hosting services, a person could not only send you a data, he can also save your data in a database such as your name, full name, your ID, your messages, what's your interest, for example, if you keep chatting with a chatbot, and so on, for analytics, and they may target you back with better ads. This is useful for pages or companies who wants to use chatbot to gather data, analyze data, and then target or earn more target the users for in a better way. So in order to create a chatbot, we need a hosting. I'm going to use this free web hosting, which is 000webhost.com. You can go ahead and create account there if you don't own a website or a paid hosting. But you should understand that using a free hosting is not safe for your data. Web hosting, sometimes you need to treat the terms of use of using such web hosting. I don't prefer you, or I don't suggest you to use a free hosting. Always pay for a website, a hosting company. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a tutorial I released 4 months ago. It talks about this one here: create a Telegram bot without hosting with $0 cost. You can take advantage of this tutorial in order to create or to connect your messenger chatbot with a free hosting. Actually, this one is not a free hosting, is using a Google Cloud hosting, which is totally free and more secure than free hosting. You can take a look at this tutorial and configure your chatbot to use Google Cloud hosting, instead of using web hosting. I'm using 000host.com because this video is for tutorialing purposes only. All codes shown in this tutorial, all secrets or tokens, they are useless because they are just for tutorial purposes. Nothing can happen. There's no security concerns in this tutorial. So I'm here. I have a web hosting here. The second thing you need to do is that you need to go to developers.facebook.com. Once you are there, you can see from the top right corner there's get started. Hit the get started to register as a developer in Facebook. The registration is so simple. The first thing is that you need to verify your mobile number. just insert your mobile number, then click on this button here, send verification SMS. You're gonna receive a code in your smartphone. Insert it in Facebook field to verify your account. After that, just make sure of your contact info, about info, and then you're gonna have a developer account on Facebook activated. Once you got activated, you will have my apps instead of get started. As you see here on the top right corner, my apps. Let's go ahead to my apps, and here, as you see, I only have one Facebook application, which is Shreateh.net. In default, once you create an app, you will find that there is no applications here. It will be empty because it will be your first time to get a developer account on Facebook. So just go ahead on the top right corner, create an app here, which is the green button. Hit it to create a new Facebook application. And in this choices, I'm gonna choose other and next. Okay, other and next. And here, what the type of my app, I will choose none from down, and then create next. What's my application name? I'm gonna choose an application name. You can choose whatever name you want for your application. I'm gonna choose just YouTube tutorial here as an application name, and I don't need to connect it to any ad account. The email address of the account I'm using here is just as I mentioned before in the beginning of this video. Everything you see in this tutorial doesn't matter, because all the codes, all the tokens, all the email addresses being used in this video are just for tutorial purposes. So they are just in one word, they are just fake. Okay, so let's create an account here, create an app. I mean, hit this button here down here, create our app, and wait for Facebook to create our app. It won't take much time. As you see here, app is being created, and you are here in this main interface, main Facebook page. Let me just move the camera to the top right corner here so we can see the left panel. Scroll down till you reach the messenger. We want this application to use messenger service. So just find the messenger here as a product, and then click on setup. We need to add the messenger product to our app and set it up. Scroll down till you reach here, access tokens. You can create a page if you don't have a page by clicking this button here, create a new Facebook page. Facebook will forward you to creating a new page. But we don't want to create, I don't want to create a page. I already have a Facebook page, which is this page, key tutorial. I'm gonna use this page I created before to connect it to my application, and then to connect it to the chatbot, and we're gonna test our code, our chatbot, using this this page, which is key tutorial. So now I just want to go down here and click add remove pages. Here I need to grant permission to the application, to my Facebook account, and then search for the page, which is K tutorial. Let me just roll to the bottom, and let's find K tutorial here. This is the page. Okay, let me just make it more white. This dialog box. Where's the next? Hello, Mr. Facebook. Where is the next button? Okay, here's the next. After I choose my page, click next. And yes, I want the application to access my page conversation in Messenger, which is the page name is K tutorial. Yes, it's already activated by default. Click done. And linking YouTube tutorial to Facebook. YouTube tutorial is my app name. Remember, to Facebook now. Okay, everything is done here, and here is our page. And we can then generate token. I'm gonna come back here to generate a token for this page. A token is a combination of numbers and letters that grants any code, any coding to reach some features inside my page. So by creating a token here, I can use this token to interfere with the page messages. Okay, so let's just scroll down. This is the webhook. We need to set up a webhook even. We're gonna come back to these two fields to generate them. Okay, but let's go back. Let's go ahead to the web hosting and set up our web hosting. After that, we're gonna bring the data from this Facebook page. So this is the web hosting, and as you know that by default, I assume that you know how to register an account, how to have a web hosting, how to create a domain, and everything. I assume that you know everything like that. But in case if you have any issue or have any trouble or you have any questions, just leave it in comment. I will be glad to answer it. So this is the index.php page. Let me just modify it. And by default, okay, and not by default, I already inserted that inserted this text khalil-shreateh.com. And as you see here, this is the main domain, khalil-shreateh.000webhostapp.com, which gives khalil-shreateh.com the same data being displayed here. So this is our code. Let me just copy all the code here and paste it in index.php. This code I written before. It's written in PHP language. Okay, I will make sure that you can get this code for free in my website. I will add the link below this video in the description or in comments. You can visit my website to get this code. I'm gonna explain everything, every line on this code and how to modify this code based on your business on Facebook, based on your Facebook business page business on Facebook, and how to modify it, how to collect users' data, what Facebook sends you data, and how to deal with everything. I will give you all the hints. Okay. As always, if you have any question after that, you can add it in comment. So the first thing we need to do is that verify token. Verify token here, you can add any token you want. It's just a token that that Facebook can use in order to connect to your website or to your web hosting. So I'm gonna use here khalil-shreateh.com. You can use whatever token you want. I prefer you should not use spaces in this token. Make it all without spaces. Let's click on save button, and now let's connect the application to our website. Okay, it should not take so much long. As you see here, the first thing we need to do to connect our application is to use verify token, and then copy your website URL, which is contain this code exactly. If you are putting this code in a subdomain or on a folder, you need to navigate to the folder and copy it all. So let's go back here to Facebook, and then we have add callback URL and paste it, and then verify token. What's the verify token we use here? Which is khalil-shreateh.com. You can use whatever verify token you want. And down here, verify token, paste it, and verify and save. Once Facebook validate and verify the website, this chat box or this box will vanish. Okay, so verify and save. If there's any issue, Facebook gonna tell me for an issue. Now, as you see here, my website and verify token already saved here. Everything goes fine. And here is the most important, or one of the most important part, guys. After you you connected your webhooks to your website or to your hosting, down here you can see a new button appeared, which is add subscriptions. Click this button to grant permissions to this app. I'm gonna just click on all the fields here. It depends on your permissions that you want to grant to this app. You can choose whatever you want. I prefer to choose them all, and then click save. This step is important to do it. So connect to webhook and then grant subscription, grant permissions. And now let's go up here for the access token. So let's generate a new access token to connect our code to this application. I understand here, and then copy the code and then hit done. As you see here, it should give you that token generated. Go back to web hosting, and here access token between the single quotes, click paste. As you know, guys, this is a PHP code. If you placed a field or placed a value of a variable outside a single or double quotation, or you forget a semicolon after each line, you may break the code and then it won't work with you. If you are not familiar with coding, you can ask for a friend to help you to modify this code for you. Okay, this is important to make all the choices same as you see here. And it's a PHP, you need to follow the PHP rules. So this line here on line 8, this is the line for verified to verify token with Facebook, and to tell that the verify token feels fine. We already did that once we connected the webhook to our website. Now let's click save, because we just added the access token. We just added. Let's click save, and here by default everything works great. Everything should work great, guys. So let's go here to our page and hit the messages box here, hello message box. Okay, and let's type anything we want. Let's type just hello, for example. Now Facebook should send this request to my website or the web hosting, and the web hosting should send me back data. And you see here, this is the default data. Please choose an option. This is an Arabic option, and this is button 2. We're gonna modify everything here based on our rules, but first, before we modify everything, I want to talk about your application. First thing, your app mode is in development mode. You need to send your app live. But before sending your app live, you need to make sure that basic settings is correctly filled. As you can see here, there's a message says that we cannot send your app live before you correctly modify your basic settings. So let's go to basic settings, which you can find it on the left panel here. Settings, then basic settings. The most important setting that Facebook requires you is to add privacy policy URL. So for privacy policy URL, guys, you need to make sure that this link works perfectly. It's not a broken link, and add all your privacy policy URL. You can add your domain, you can add your namespace, this is the email address, and you should, I suggest you to add also terms of service URL, same as this one, but not for privacy policy, it's for terms of service. Choose an app icon if you want the app to be on Facebook, for example. You should modify all these data correctly, and after that, get the save button. I don't know if making a messenger bot requires us to send an app review to Facebook or not. I didn't search for that. It has been a long time since I created or used an app on Facebook, but you need to go to app review and make sure that everything you need to follow the rules actually for Facebook here. And let's see here, we search for messenger. Okay, messenger. As you see here, messenger app, no app review required. This means that ready to use, and I don't need to send a review to Facebook to use this field. And here, page messaging, also no app review requested. You can request here. Okay, no app review requested. This one means I should request here for Facebook. Here, no app. I think I should request this before I send my app to live. So before you send your app to live, you need to request all these permissions for Messenger. You may search for more. I did not search to see which permissions that you requires to use this bot or to connect it to Facebook. Anyway, you should send them and request them from Facebook. Once Facebook accepted your request, you can go ahead and make your app live. If you did not make your app live, users won't or can't use your chatbot because your app should be live. This is for creating a chatbot. We are done here. Okay, sorry, this is for creating an app on Facebook and modify everything and send it to live. I think we are done from here. If you have any question, leave it in comment. Okay, now let's go ahead and code and finish coding our website code and this data here that appears in this chat. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna explain to you every line here. So on line 14 here, or in this line which is input, this is gonna get the input from Facebook servers. Facebook servers forward the user message to your website. This is the input, and this is the sender ID. This sender ID uses to reply back. You can use the code uses sender ID to reply back to the message. The message text. What is the text or the message text that the user sent us? Here's the command. The command means that which button did the user click or did the user choose. We're gonna modify all the buttons here, and I'm gonna show you how also to track users data. So the response here by default, the response is default reply. You can change this as default response. For example, we are sorry something happened, or whatever text you want to use. Please contact us on email address. Whatever text you want to add here, you can add. Make sure that it's always between single or double quotation, ends with a semicolon as always. So the line here, first line here says if not empty command, sorry, if user chooses follow, you can send him this request or this text. And down here, if not empty message text, which is the first thing to look and to modify, okay, which is message text. As you see here, if a user sent a message or contacted my page messages, the default action is to send him buttons here. So the first button here, it's in Arabic. This one I should change it to English. So let's say that follow us, okay, follow us, and the payload is follow us. Okay, you can choose a payload here without spaces, and this each payload for each button should be different from other buttons. So follow us here, if user choose follow us, what happened here for the command? Okay, you see here if command equals follow us, it means the user select the first command or this command follow us. What should the code send him? I will change this one here, it's in Arabic, and I will change it in English. I will say that please follow us on social media websites, find them all in this link. You can add whatever text or whatever links you want. Let's click the save button here, and we modify the first one. Let's go back to our chat and type hi or hello or whatever text you want. Let's see our buttons back again. As you hear, the follow us button appeared. Let's choose the follow us button, and what the text message we're gonna get down here, it says please follow us on social media websites, find them all in this link, and blah 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 blah, whatever text you want, whatever button you can choose. So the second button here, you can modify it that YouTube sub, for example, YouTube sub, and the payload here, it's important not to make them same as the other values. This one is follow us. This one, let's make it sub YouTube, okay, or YouTube sub, the payload, the different one payload. So now here, if command equals follow us, so this is the curly quotation begins the code, and this is the end of the code for the if statement. Down here, I'm gonna click enter. I'm gonna choose else. If command equal YouTube sub, what should we send this user? I see here curly brackets opened, curly bracket ends, and I'm gonna copy all this function here. This is a function called, actually guys, where it begins from here, send a message by using Facebook API. Do not modify any of these functions. Send message and send message buttons, do not modify them. You don't need to modify them. These are functions that the above code uses, okay? So now here, send a message, what we want to send him. Please, okay, let me just move the camera up. Please, what, okay. Please subscribe, subscribe. What was that? Subscribe, okay, to our YouTube channel, and share with your friends, which is https youtube.com/shreateh-net, and save. Done. We created a button here named YouTube sub, and the value of the payload of the button is sub YouTube. And once the user you choose, it's gonna send him this text message. So let's go and test it. Let's just click hello again to see the buttons, and here is the new button sub YouTube. Let's select it, and okay, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share with your friends. Don't forget that, subscribe and share with your friends. Now if you want to add a new button here, if you notice here, each button separated by a comma, okay, so we need to copy all these fields here with the comma at the end, okay, hit enter and paste them. So I want this one to say that contact us, okay, and contact us for the payload. And same thing what we did above here, let's add an else statement. If command equal contact us, open curly brackets, and let's get this function here, paste it down here, what we want to send the user if he wants to contact us. Please feel free to contact us via khalil@shreateh.net, which is, this is my official email address if you want to contact me. And let's go back ahead here and then say hi to get the buttons, the new buttons, and see here contact us, click contact us, and what we have now, we have please feel free to contact us using this email address. This is how to modify the buttons, to how to modify the messages. You can add whatever text here, you can add and modify them. So how we can store the user's data and save them for analytics, and you can create a database and save your customers in this database. For example, customers that want to buy a different product or a certain product, you can organize them in a certain criteria for your analytics. You can contact them all at once by saving sender ID for each one of them. So how to do that? I'm gonna create a file here which I already created, t.html. I think I already created this file. It's an empty file. Okay, yeah, it's an empty file here. So I'm gonna store some data here, and let's go ahead and add file bot your contents. It's better for you to create a database and save all the data in a database, not by saving them on public here so anyone on the internet can reach them. Okay, you should save them in a safe place. But just for a tutorial purpose, I'm gonna show you what requests are coming from Facebook and what data you can save. So I want to save this in t.html, which is the file, and I want to grab the request, the Facebook request here, to save it. Okay, but before I want to grab the request server, I don't want to overwritten the file each time. I want to get the file data and concatenate it with a new line. Okay, and another new line. Let's make two double new lines and concatenate them with Facebook server. And for file get to content, I want also to add t.html here, and don't forget it's an X here because my code is missing the semicolon, and save our code. So now as you see here, our code is being saved, loading, and we are done. This is our database HTML page. Okay, so now let's send here hello Khalil. Okay, and once Facebook gives us the data again, let's go and see what request Facebook sent us by refreshing this page. So let me just explain a little bit for you. This is the first request. Facebook first request sent me, this is the ID, this is the timestamp. You can convert this timestamp using seconds, hours, minutes, and even year. The message, this is my the message ID. Reception, this is the ID, timestamp, message, and the text of the message, this one is, as you see here, it's hello Khalil. This is the text of the message. And then Facebook sends me another request here. Please choose an option. This is the request that being sent between. Okay, this is the request being sent from my website, I think, to Facebook. It sent it. It echo it back to my server. Anyway, you can here save the message ID. And what is the message ID here? If you go here to Facebook and let's just okay, let me just open in Messenger. As you see here, this is the message ID and up on the URL. So you can save this one in your database, okay, which is this one here, okay, and also you can use this link here as a hint. This link here, if your fan or your follower hit the contact us button here, okay, you can modify the code here that says please feel free to contact us, which is please feel free to contact us. Here you can add mail function and type urgent, contact this person using this link, and here you can add the message ID of the user, like that. You can email this to you. So once you click on this email, actually you need to add it in an a tag, href equal, and so on. Anyway, I think you understand what is the point here I'm talking about. You can mail this to your email address. Once you hit the link, you can forward to this chat, exactly, okay, and you can start chatting with this person. I think this is the one. You're right? Yeah, okay. Is this a chat ID? Yeah, it is the chat ID, I guess. I guess it's the correct chat ID. Anyway, I'm gonna delete this one. This is just a hint for you guys. So what else data you can save? You can save the timestamp, the message ID, the text button, and the what button did the user select. So if we go here ahead, and we already hit the contact button, right? So let's refresh the page and see. Let's see here. As you see here, this request, the user chose the contacts. As you see here, post back title, he choose the contact us. Okay, so if you have different products, you can save this user selected the perfume product, for example. You can add them in sub menu. For example, if he selected the perfume, you can then send him a new sub menu for perfumes, depending on these fields. You can add the buttons, and this function send buttons inside. If he select a command inside this one, for example, or select a product, this is how this code works. This is how this code you can modify it. I assume that you understand coding, you understand how to modify this code. For any issue, for anything you want, feel free to comment it below in description or in comment box. Okay, this is all for now, guys. Don't forget to share with your friends, like this video, and subscribe my YouTube channel if you like the content. And see you in future tutorials. My sound, guys. Okay, bye bye.